security force controlled areas were received and placed at the transit IDP centers. Also, they opted to flee from the no-fire zone even by sea and towards the 5-5 division north of Putumatalan. During the night of 21st April, the 5-8 division, who commenced its operation from the western waters of the island, reached the eastern beach front of Putumatalan. Thereafter, the 5-8 division moved into the northern direction and, having advanced about 3 kilometers towards the north, linked up with 5-5 division north of Putumatalan on 22nd April. With part of 5-8 division advancing towards south, civilians were directed towards 5-3 division to facilitate further operations towards south. During the period from 23rd to 29th April 2009, both divisions made cautious moves ensuring impairment to the civilians, with 5-3 division advancing along the western flank and the 5-8 division moving along the beach front of the no-fire zone. The LTT used artillery, machine guns and even armored vehicles throughout, having about thousands of cadres still inside remaining. On 8th May 2009, 5-8 and 5-3 divisions advanced further south and reached north of Vellamulli Vaikal. Considering the situation on ground, the existing no-fire zone was readjusted and the final no-fire zone in Vellamulli Vaikal was declared on 9th May 2009. By 13th May 2009, troops of 5-3 and 5-8 divisions, having advanced further south, managed to restrict the LTTE to an area of 4 square kilometer stretch of the land, and the day prior to former, the 5-9 division crossed the Vaddukadduwal estuary by 15th May 2009. With the march of 5-8 division towards south, remaining civilians were directed towards Mulithiv, and troops of 5-8 division linked up with 5-9 division, reporting the total liberation of the eastern coastal line, successfully thus sealing the no-fire zone from all directions. The LTT was then confined to an area of 1,000 meters by 500 meters at Vellamulli Vaikal. This maneuver facilitated for civilians to escape from LTTE, and around 85,000 civilians arrived at Mulithiv during the period from 15th to 17th May 2009, leaving only the LTT and its leadership inside the no-fire zone. The LTTE was contained to an area of 400 meters by 400 meters by 17th May, and on early hours of the same day, LTT attempted an attack on 5-3 and 5-9 division baselines along the southwest of Nandikada Lagoon. This was very successfully repulsed by the troops, and a large number of LTT dead bodies were recovered. By mid-day, the LTT carried out a massive explosions and set fire to remaining armories, vehicles, and property belonged to the civilians, which had been stationary along a narrow stretch of land on A35 road at Vellamulli Vaikal, with the intention of denying any access to the area by security forces. With the winds blowing strongly, the fire spread to a large area, endangering the lives of civilians who were forced to move more towards the area of fighting. On early hours of 18th May 2009, in a desperate attempt to save its leadership, LTT, posing as IDPs, crossed the Nandikada Lagoon and launched a surprise attack on the 5-3 division baseline at Vellamulli Vaikal and breached the line of defense. However, the troops on counter-penetration position reacted instantly and contained the LTT, thus paving the way for a launch of reserves and total repulsion of the attack. With the 5/8 Division liberating the last stretch of the land, the entire nation was liberated, and the LTT experienced its final destiny on 18th afternoon, and 19 May 2009, the LTTE leader was found dead in mangrove of Nandikala Lagoon banks. Thank you.